I've only ever slept with my husband. Now he's given me chlamydia from his new lover. That's not good. That's not a good way to start an agony aunt column, is it? I feel sorry for this. And for once as well, it's not a gentleman we're giving advice to. Although I'm quite sure that once I read this whole story, I'm going to have some advice for that particular gentleman that gave his wife chlamydia. Let's read on. I've only ever had sex with my husband, so to discover he's given me a sexually transmitted infection cut me in two. Yeah, rightly so, rightly so. I've known my GP for 20 years and being told I had chlamydia was totally humiliating. Now my husband is staying in a travel tavern, Alan Partridge, but he's still seeing his lover. He claims relations are complicated and I need to be patient while he sorts it all out. But he's adamant he won't divorce me because he doesn't believe in it. Where am I supposed to go from here when my dignity is on the floor? It sounds lucky that it's not him that's on the floor. I tell you, because most of the girls I know, if I did that to them, that's what would happen. What a sad, sad state of affairs. Look, now my husband is staying in a travel tavern but still seeing his lover. He claims relations are complicated. And I need to be patient while he sorts it all out. What is there for him to sort out? He's been cheating on you, copped himself an STI, passed that on to you, and not told you that has happened. Maybe he didn't know he had it, to be fair, but it's still not good enough, is it? And now he's staying in a crappy hotel with the woman he cheated on you with. And you need to be patient while he sorts it all out. So he's just keeping you dangling, and that's okay, is it? Because in my book, as a man, I wouldn't do that. I don't think that's okay. I think you need to cut him loose. He's adamant he won't divorce me. He doesn't believe in it. Well, he may have to start believing in it soon because I think that's where you need to go with this. Because this is a sad state of affairs. How can you... What would happen? Let's say, you know, he's staying in that hotel at the minute, his relations are complicated while he sorts it all out, blah, 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 right? So he falls out with her and wants to come back home to you because he doesn't believe in divorce. We can work it all out. You know the stories. Most women have heard it all a million times. Would you fall for it? Would you fall for it and take him back in? That's what you've got to ask yourself. Because if you would, you're going to wait. But you need to toughen up. He's ruined your marriage. He's ruined your sexual health. And he's keeping you dangling on a piece of string. And I know my answer to all the questions I talk about on Agony John are, yeah, you need to break up. But yeah, you really need to break up. That's not okay. So let's have a look and see what Jane, the agony aunt for the Daily Star, has said. And let's see if we tally up this time, see what professional advice she's given rather than just my drunken rant. Jane says, sadly, your husband is not the honourable or faithful man you thought he was. He's proved himself selfish and cruel. She's wording it nicer than I did. Although if this was on YouTube, if we was in the pub and I heard this story, I would word it a lot differenter. Put yourself first. Turn to trusted friends and relatives and take care of your mental and physical needs. You have nothing to feel ashamed about because you've done nothing wrong. I'm not getting she's feeling ashamed apart from the chlamydia thing, but I think she knows that wasn't her fault, Jane. Do not allow him to heap any further hurt or humiliation on your shoulders. Maybe he doesn't believe a divorce is acceptable, but what do you care about that? There's no reason for you to ever share the same house or bed again. Yeah, the last bit I agree about. So the reason he said he doesn't believe it, if it was you that cheated, he'd divorce you like that. Of course he would. The reason he's saying he doesn't believe in divorce is because he wants to keep you dangling as a plan B. Because once his affairs are over, he can always come back home to you, can't he? Cut him off immediately. And, you know, it's a bad thing that sometimes women do take men for everything they've got during a divorce. Men tend to come off worse. But in this case, fair enough. Take him for everything he's got. Take him for everything he's got and make his life hell. Because he sounds like he deserves it. Men like this don't deserve to get away with the stuff they get away with. They give us all a bad name. There are nice men out there. You thought you had one, and then he cheats and gives you chlamydia. Bloody men. So what do you think about this one then? What advice would you give this lady? Put it all down in the comments. I mean, she's obviously not going to see it, but I'll read it and hopefully it'll be a bit better than mine. Or if it's funny. Should we have funny? I don't know if you want to put too many funny ones down there, but try me. See how we get on. And as always, thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe because if you like sort of agony-based stuff, some of them I do are funny, some of them are serious, and this one I had a stellar before I made it, which was probably my mistake on this one for taking it a bit seriously. But yeah, if you like that sort of thing, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and then I'll see you in another one soon, won't I? Ta-da.